Good evening, my beautiful people, and welcome to What's Going On. I am your host, Kathy Blaze Jefferson, and I am so excited to have with you tonight Mr. Vincent Rutley. Welcome, Vincent.
That's for you. That's for you, Kathy. Hello, my sister.
Hello there. Such a pleasure to have you here this evening.
It's a
You
pleasure
know
to
what?
be on.
First, I want to read a little bit of your bio before we get started here because I
Sure.
want them to know who you are and what you're all about. You are an amazing person. That's why I wanted to interview you on the show tonight and
Thank you.
let the rest of our audience get to meet you as well. Vincent Rutley, a wheelchair actor, comedian, singer, and writer, producer, was born in Michigan. I'm just going to say Michigan, born and raised in Michigan. Graduated as a thespian in 2004 from Pontiac Northern High School and began pursuing an acting career in the Metro Detroit area. Vincent joined over 20 casts and stage productions from 2005 to 2011. Unfortunately, in November of 2011, Vince was in a near fatal car accident that paralyzed him from mid chest down and diagnosed as a quadriplegic. Even though this unexpected crisis may have slowed Vince down, it didn't stop him from pursuing his dreams, not at all. Vince returned back to the stage in his own production titled The Street Corner. Recorded live in Detroit, Vince now resides in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, we got you. Recently signed on with Leighton Agency out of Phoenix and Arise Artist Agency out of LA and is breaking into the film and commercial scene as a disabled actor, producer, and disabled advocate. His newly released faith based children's book, Elijah and the Potter, is available online. And that is why I want to have him here today to talk about Elijah and the Potter. Welcome, Vincent. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
What was it that inspired Elijah and the Potter?
Um, Great question. First of all, thank you so much for having me on. I love you and everything you're doing.
Thank
Super
you.
proud of you. It's always great to get with you and chop it up and catch up, and that's what we're doing tonight.
Yes.
Um, as a script writer, I've been writing stage plays for a long time. That time in that season, I was writing, I want to say, about 4 TV scripts as well. And the problem was I was bouncing back and forth with like, okay, I get a writer's block. So I'll jump from this script
Mhm.
and I'll go back to this script. And then I got a writer's block on that script. I'll go back to this one. In the meantime, I was also developing the story of Elijah and the Potter, which to me was inspired by the Pinocchio story. I
Okay.
loved the Pinocchio story growing up. I played Pinocchio in high school. I was the first black little Pinocchio. I was breakdancing. It was wild. And I've always, with me being a man of faith, my parents are pastors. I grew up in the church. Faith has always been my foundation of writing as well. But there was also a story in the Bible that really stuck with me and resonated, and that's the story of Abraham, the
Mm.
older gentleman that desired to have children, and God gave him his blessing later, way later in life. So a mixture between Pinocchio and the story of Abraham was the inspiration for Elijah and the Potter. And it's my spin and my faith-based adaptation of that story. It took me about, I want to say, a year from start to finish. And as many as all the creators know, it's a great celebration to finish a project. You know,
Oh,
it's
yes,
It's
most
not
definitely.
easy going through the process, but I have an amazing publisher, brought on a great illustrator, and just super blessed to be here to finally talk about the release of the book. So that was the inspiration, and that was kind of how it all came about.
Yes, yes, so amazing. You know what? You are an inspiration to many, Vincent. You've gone through a lot in your life, and to be able to sit here right now and talk about what you're doing with your new book, Elijah and a Potter. You know what? Some people would have given up after that, after having an accident like you did.
Yeah.
But as long as I've known you, I mean, you've been a go getter. I mean, I haven't known what, a couple of years now, and you've from day one you've been a go getter. So
Yeah.
you are an inspiration to many, especially in the disabled community. I mean, you know what, in any community, not just the disabled community, in any community. But we will need you to be an inspiration to those in that disabled community to show them that they can keep going.
Yeah.
You know,
I really appreciate that. I mean, we sat down a couple of years ago when we first met on your show. Um, and the goal in that season is the same goal for this season, and that is to be alive, but to live. A lot of us are blessed to get past those trying times in our lives, those obstacles, those near fatal experiences, and we're alive. But there are a lot of people that are alive, but they're not living.
oh, yes, that's the
You
truth.
know?
That's the truth right there. That
Yeah.
is the truth. So, just tell us a little bit about Elijah and the Potter.
Elijah and the Potter. Wow. I can't believe like we're here now talking about it. Elijah and the Potter is a story of an old humble man, a potter named Oscar Banks, and he lives in the town of Ur. It's a very timeless book. It reminds you of the land of, I want to say, it reminds you of the Hobbit land. It's a village. Um, There's a lot of hills and valleys and green grass. Is a beautiful place. And even though the potter is very loved and respected and honored by his community, he still has this burning desire to have a son, a family ultimately, but
Mm.
to have a child. He wanted to seed so he can teach and raise and to give the inheritance of his shop over. And he's older. He was never married, never had a family. And one night at the pottery wheel, um, he was preparing a piece of clay to be a vase, and he drops it because there's like a windstorm outside that startles him. But when he goes to pick up the vase, he sees a little face, and he's like, "Wow, this face actually resembles me." Like, it blew his mind that after all these years that he would have a moment of hope that I might still could, have this son. And after he goes to bed that night, that lump of clay miraculously turns into the little boy that he prayed for. And they start an amazing father son journey. But just like in the story of Pinocchio, my character Elijah is sent out into this big, beautiful world where he has instructions, challenges, temptations, and he gets out there. And the question is, does he follow the rules that his father gave him, or does he go about doing things his own way? And ultimately, does he even make it back home? Because the truth is, not all of us that go out into this big, beautiful world find our way back home. So it's a story about faith, forgiveness, redemption. And I truly believe that it's a story that this generation needs.
I totally agree. I totally agree. You know, I talk about it with some of my friends quite often. Um, we're in this new age world, and we need to back up a little bit. We
Just a
need
little
to,
bit.
yeah, a
Hmm.
little bit. I mean, the technology and things that we've accomplished are amazing, but we need to back up and think of some of the teachings that the old people taught us, and
Absolutely.
stick with that, because I mean, I just feel like we're moving too fast.
Absolutely.
We're moving too fast.
I
So
agree.
we need more stories like Elijah and the Potter. And that's the sad thing about it nowadays. They're trying to remove our libraries and our museums and our history and things that will have stories like this. Will
Yeah.
have us Elijah and the Potter there. So we have to find a way to keep it so that they're not. It's not, these stories aren't erased.
Absolutely.
And we need more creators like you to continue to create this type of content
Yeah.
so that we have stories like this.
Yeah.
Um, so, Vincent, where do you see Elijah and the Potter? What is your plans for Elijah and the Potter? Where do you plan on taking it?
Yeah. Well, the first step was completing the book, which I'm very blessed and grateful to have done. The second step was to complete a groundbreaking audiobook that would bring the book to life, that would
Hmm.
allow people to be able to play it in their cars and their homes. And I wanted it to sound like an animated film when they
Okay.
listen to it. Um, I was blessed enough to bring in a group of voice actors,
Mm.
some of them you know
Yeah.
personally. We had some studio sessions a couple of months ago. Flew a narrator in, and the audiobook is complete. And I'm
Wonderful.
super.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you
Because
so much.
that's a lot of work. That
A
takes a lot.
lot, a lot of work.
Yes.
And then eventually I want to kind of show some of the behind the scenes and talk about, running those studio sessions and being in the studio. The audiobook, I'm telling you, sis, it's an amazing piece of children's literature that allows you to go into this world before the visual is created. So now that the book is done, the audiobook will be released at my
Okay.
birthday celebration.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm turning the big 4-0 this year. I can't believe. Oh my god, I'm Unc now. I'm Unc with a
You're
camera at.
up now.
I'm Uncle Vinny. Oh Lord Jesus. So I wanted to. My wife asked me, "What do you want to do for your birthday? What do you?" And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, the older you get, the more you just want to enjoy family and just appreciate life. Maybe take a trip or something like that. And I said, "Well, the book is about done." And she was like, "Well, how cool will it be to combine your official Arizona book release with your birthday?" And I was like, "I think it's amazing." So that's when the audiobook work began. And now that that's complete and we're making the final touches on it, we're going to release that on October 18th, as well as release the signed hard copy audiobook on
Okay.
October 18th at the big event. Hopefully you can make it. I'm not sure if you're available, but your busy schedule. But if you are, we'd love to have you there. And then the next goal is to go on tour. Go
Okay.
on tour, do some readings, get into the
Wonderful.
schools, get into some
Yes.
partner with some organizations. We have some mega churches and some schools that we're in talk with now to start up the tour for the fall season / winter season. And I can see Elijah and the Potter becoming an animated full feature movie.
I
I
can see that as
I
well.
really can, and I truly
And
believe that the
you
work.
have to be the one to see it.
Yeah,
We can all
absolutely.
see it, but you have to see it.
I see it. I
Yes.
see it, and I feel like the doors are opening now. The conversations are being had. Is opportunities like this, your platform, and the chance to get to talk about it. That's opening up the door of partnerships, collaborations, and opportunities.
That's
And
amazing.
as a filmmaker and actor, you know, the connections that I've made over the last few years, I truly believe that the doors could easily open. I obviously leave that up to God.
Hmm.
He's done a great job with giving me the story. He's given me the desire to produce it, and now that it's done, I truly believe the next step is in his hands as well.
It's
So,
all in his hands now. You done did your part. Just let it go. Just let
absolutely,
it go. That's let it go.
absolutely,
And get ready to enjoy October 18th, which is going to be the release of it, the premiere, your birthday,
yes,
everything. Okay. And we'll make sure that we get that information in the link here in the chat here.
absolutely,
Um, where can our audience find this information?
yeah.
As
And we
far
made
as
it
attending the event, if they want to attend the event and purchase a book, where would they find it?
absolutely. We wanted to make it super easy for them as a one-stop shop. Um, all they have to do is follow me on social media.
Okay.
Vincent Rutley. Um, VINCENTRUTLEY. I don't do nicknames and all that stuff. Uh, They can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
Okay.
And they can also follow Elijah and the Potter book on
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay.
The link to the party, as well as being able to pre-order your signed hard copy books, it's in the bio of those
Okay.
pages. Um,
Okay.
yep. So they can grab that. I think I might have sent you the link. Do you want me to add it to the chat here as well?
Yes, add it to the chat.
I'll add the link to the chat. Sorry, put my finger in the way. But so this one link is for Eventbrite. You can purchase your tickets. It comes with either a family ticket or an individual ticket. And if you want to say, okay, well, I'm out of state or I can't make the event, you keep on scrolling down under the ticket setting and it says pre-order signed hard copies. If you're out of state, you hit the ship um, option. If you're in Arizona, you can just hit pre-order signed hard copies and you can pay for your signed hard copy right then and there. You can get it. Once again, some people want to wait for the audiobook. It'll be available on Audible October 18th. Just search Vincent Rutley, Elijah and the Potter. It's available now digitally on Kindle and
Oh,
on barnesandnoble.com. So if
oh,
anybody wanted to get it and have it in their phones or have it on the tablet or the computer, you can go and download that on Kindle, Amazon.com, and barnesandnoble.com right now. I know
okay.
most people
Is
want
it
to
on
wait.
Amazon as well?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
our
And
our
it's just
swag, our Swagger Tech has added that. And I
wonderful.
just want to look at some of the comments. It looked like we have a comment from Remov Casimir stating that they want one. So so
Absolutely.
Remov, the information will be in a chat. You can find it as Vincent just stated. You can get it off of Eventbrite or on Amazon.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that comment. And most people, they're readers off of their tablets and their phones now. So
Right.
Kindle has it. But if you want the hard copy, if you're old school, like where I come from, then the hard
Yes.
copy can be
Yes. I
purchased under
love
the Eventbrite link
I
as
love
well.
my hard copies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that is wonderful. But also, Vincent, we're going to have the Potter come on. I'm excited to be able to have the
Hey,
Potter come on and talk to him for a moment and see what this experience was like for him also.
yeah.
But there's also one thing I want you to talk about also. You're also doing a drawing for one of the books, right?
Yes,
You want to talk about
absolutely.
that now, or do you want to wait on the Potter to come in for that?
We can talk about that now if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
We want to be able to give away a free signed hard copy book tonight. And that is for any one of the listeners that are on. Unfortunately, I know everybody couldn't make it onto the live, but that's the perks of being
Right.
able to get on to the live.
Mhm.
And all they have to do, there are 3 simple steps that they have to do in order to win this book tonight. I can say that now, or I can save that
Go ahead.
till
Let's
later.
go
It's
ahead.
up to you.
Let's go ahead and say it now.
All right. So if you would like to earn the opportunity to be in the drawing to win your free signed hard copy book of Elijah and the Potter, simply follow Elijah and the Potter on Instagram. Also, follow me, Vincent Rutley, on Instagram. And when you finish those 2 things, comment done, either on this live video or you can comment done on my page, and you will be entered into the drawing immediately.
You know what? Why don't we have them comment done on Elijah and the Potter? Because that way you'll know. I mean that's what it's related to. Because it may get mixed up in all the Vincent Rutley post.
Absolutely.
So
You you
you're
know
so
what?
famous out there. So
To make it even better, once you follow Vincent Rutley and Elijah Napata on Instagram, comment swag her on one of the posts on Elijah and the Potter's page. That way I'll know it came exactly from this
yes,
from this
yes.
live.
Okay.
Comment swag her.
Right. That's perfect.
SWAGHER.
Uh,
That will work.
okay, Mr. Remoff wants to know how much is the books?
So the signed hard copy is $25. That's shipped directly to your home, and the audio, the um, book on Kindle and BarnesandNoble.com is $9.99.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Elijah and the Potter coming up. And I want to know, Vincent is much bigger than just an author. He's an actor, he's a filmmaker, producer.
Yeah.
What's next past? What's next for you, Vincent, past Elijah and the Potter? I'm being nosy right now.
No, that's fine. That's what we do. And I appreciate you asking. Elijah and the Powder has been a huge chunk of my year as far as just getting that done and focusing. I'm also currently developing a animated series for
Yeah.
5 disabled superheroes. It's a
Okay.
project called X5. I was blessed to be pulled in by the writer and creator, Jeffrey Barthold, here is a friend of mine here in Phoenix. And X5 is a very groundbreaking project. They're working with some AI animators and doing some really innovative stuff with that particular project. Um, we're working on pitching to a couple of pretty big resources right now,
Hmm.
and that's exciting. Um, Getting casted, I want to say, in a couple of projects as well. Not as many as Kathy. I don't know if you ever heard of Kathy Blaze. She killing she's killing the game right now. But besides just kind of waiting on some casting opportunities and working on submitting X5, Elijah and Potter has been my main focus. I'm also starting a new podcast at the end of this year called
Okay.
I'm Alive and Living. There's a
Okay.
new
Okay.
brand I'm Alive and Living that I'm the host for, as well as there's merch available. Once again,
Mm.
everything is on my social media, on my
Okay.
Facebook, my TikTok, on my Instagram. And yeah, just got a couple of exciting partnerships coming up, some brand deals.
That's
And,
wonderful.
yeah,
You know what?
thank you.
And while we're waiting on the Potter to come, he should be here in about 5 minutes. You know,
Yeah,
those Potters just take forever getting where they're supposed to be.
he a
But
old Potter.
but you know what? I also know that you know all the things that we discussed about you today. I mean, you're married, you have a beautiful wife that loves and supports you, and you know what, um we have to be thankful for her that she's there and does all that she does for you, because I mean I see her by your side all the time, so
Yeah,
I just want to say thank you to her publicly, because
yeah,
I know she's by your side always. But
yeah.
other than that too, I know that you come from a musical family also.
I do.
Now
I do.
how many Rutley boys are there?
5 Rutley boys.
Yes,
5 Rutley boys, no
I happened
sisters.
to meet one of your brothers at an event one day. So
Wow. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Now
that
them boys, those boys are some talented singers.
yeah.
I got to be honest with you, Kathy. I had to take up drama and writing and producing and acting because I wasn't as good as a singer as the rest of them boys.
Mhm. Yeah, but
No, I'm talking.
well, you
I'm,
had your other talents.
yeah, I'm messing with you. I always say that they let me in the group. But we grew up singing in church together, harmonizing, listening to groups like the Winans
Uh,
and um, Commissioned. A lot of people don't know about some old school gospel groups. John P. Key, Fred
mhm,
Hammond.
mhm.
So that was our inspiration and our foundation. And listening to these different groups, we harmonized together and we formed our own group. The Rutley Brothers were we called ourselves Connection,
Okay.
and we would go out and sing. It's funny. Back in 2017, right before I moved to Arizona, we did a Rutley Brothers live concert in Detroit, and since then we've been getting some tugs and pulls like y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to go ahead.
They want to
Y'all need
bring
to.
They want to bring you back out there, huh?
Yeah, and I do feel that eventually we're gonna do something. They're all busy now. Two of us are here in Phoenix. One's back home in Detroit. One's in Milwaukee, and one is in Texas. So we're spread it out a little bit now. But when we come
Oh,
together, it's going to be something. It's always special when I get with those
yeah,
guys.
I'm sure it is. And I only
Always.
brought that up because you know what, with all that you're doing, the talent that you have within you, I mean, it comes from first of all, it comes from God, but
Yeah,
it comes from your family, your base, where your family, where you grew up. So
absolutely,
I just wanted to bring it up for that reason. And I know that there's this base where Vincent set on that
absolutely.
made the man that he is today.
Yeah,
Um, it has nothing to do with the accident or anything like that. The accident is a piece of it because
absolutely,
that stems where your life went, but it stemmed from that base where you came from, and you have a beautiful base out there. So
absolutely,
continue to be the person that you are, sharing your word, sharing your story, sharing all that you have, that you've learned, because you know what, a lot of times, you know, we think of people, why aren't they this way or why aren't they that way, but you know what, they don't have the same base as we do.
that's true.
So our telling our story shares that with another person to help build the base that they need to get them going. I mean, you don't know how many other creators that may be out there listening to this or looking at Vincent Rutley saying, you know what, I have all these stories that I want to tell.
Yeah,
So I can do it. Or this individual that was in an accident that think that there's nothing more for them because they were in an accident. So continue
absolutely.
to tell your story. It looks like we have Mr. Potter.
Ooh, yes.
Not sure what's going on. It says something, my device is not connected. Let me see what's going on here.
This is a treat right here. The William Horton.
Device is not connected. Not sure what's going on with the Potter. He's getting sort of an error message here.
Mm.
He may have to go back out and come back in. I think he heard me because that's what he did.
Hmm.
Yes. Okay. I really want our audience to meet the Potter also, and to tell his
Absolutely.
story about his experience with the audiobook and all that's going on.
Yeah,
Hear his story. I mean, because his story is going to be a little different than yours. His
absolutely.
experiences, yeah. So I'd love to have him come on. Hopefully, you know how technology can be sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so hopefully he can get it going.
yeah, yeah. William Horton is a wonderful guy. I met him on a set of a film I want to say about a year back. Actually, you and I were working on that project together, and one of the amazing things was to be able to walk away with some authentic relationships.
Hmm.
William was one of those people that I met on that set, and I knew from day one I was like, we're gonna have to figure out a way to work together in
Yeah.
the future. It was one of those people that was like, you know, he left a mark on me. I love his voice, and it was like, I don't have anything right now, but if I have something in the future, we're gonna have to work on something. Then as Elijah and the Potter began to develop, he was the only person that I even reached out to. We didn't do auditions.
You knew he
We
was
did,
the Potter.
I just knew it. I called him, told him about the book. He fell in love with the character. He said, "Oh yeah, that's right up my alley. I like that."
Is that the
And
way
I
it
was,
sounds?
yeah, I be trying to do the Potter's voice, and it's hard, but I think I got it a little bit. I don't know what you think. Is it okay? I be working on it. But yeah, he fell in love with the project. It was super cool. We did one studio session. He came in and he knocked it out. Um, I cannot wait for people to hear his voice and his take on the character.
Okay,
Cannot
well,
wait.
it looks like we won't have the Potter tonight. It looks like he's having problems. But again, just share again, excuse me, the drawing one more time for our audience.
Absolutely. To win or to be put in the drawing for Elijah and the Potter, simply follow Vincent Rutley on Instagram. And at the same time, follow Elijah and the Potter on Instagram. And once you follow Elijah and the Potter on Instagram, comment on any one of the posts, swag her, and you
Yeah.
will go into the drawing. To be honest with you, depending on how much longer we're on, I may just go in and pull one of the names of one of the participants while we're on
Okay. Well,
right before we get on.
we won't be on that long, so we'll have you
Okay,
contact them afterwards.
that'll work. That'll work.
Okay.
I'll inbox them and let them know that they won that book, and we'll get it. We'll get it to
Yes.
them.
Yes. Yes. Well, Vincent, is there any last responses anything you'd like to share before we get offline?
Just wanted to comment back. If you're in the Phoenix, Arizona area, October 18th is the official launch celebration event. It is open to the public. There are individual tickets and there are family tickets. The family ticket will allow the whole household to get in
Mm.
to the event for free. And every ticket comes with a free signed hard copy book. But you also get the live DJ and you also get the free amazing catered food. And you also get
Mhm.
the game stations and the interactive stations for kids and adults. And you get the live size photo booths with all the characters from Elijah and the Powder. Coming to the event, it puts you in the world of where the book was made from. It puts you, it's a whole experience. It'll be out in Queen Creek, Arizona. The address is in the Eventbrite link, and the event is from 3 to 7. And at 5 o'clock, we will do the live read with the voice actors on stage from all the voice actors with the audiobook. And I'll be with them. And
Sounds
we want to
amazing.
give that audience something that they haven't seen before. And if it's going to be our first book, we got to go all out. So
Right, right.
October
Amazing.
18th. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Hopefully, I'll see you guys all out there because I'm looking forward to seeing it and
Yeah.
taking place at this event and celebrating Vincent's birthday. Vincent, it was such a pleasure to have you here today, and I
Thank you.
look forward to all that Elijah and the Potter has to bring to our our young people and our old people,
Yeah.
because you know
Yeah.
we're all young at heart.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us this evening, and thank you all for joining us tonight here on What's Going On, and we'll catch you next time.